Why does the screen have to be this way? Oh my gosh. Okay. Don't know how I'm gonna do this. We're live, girls. Hi, girls. We're live. I thought that I could have the screen sideways. I'm not feeling this. I'm not feeling this. But okay. Let me see what I can do. No. Okay. This is not working out, honey. Hi, Favor. Wait, I thought it was Favor X. Did you change your name, girl? Amna, hi. Amaya, hi, ladies. And Web1, hey. Oh, I thought I could literally have my screen this way. YouTube wants me to do all this. Okay. I'm just going to have to hold this thing. Now, I'm just in Cafe Concerto. I've got myself a hot choc. A hot chocolate, honey. And, yeah. You did. You changed your name, hey? So, can you hear me properly, or is it loud in here? I hope it's not too bad. Can you hear me okay? I've got my autumnal get-up on today. A turtleneck moment. I've got my really cozy coat, and I'm wearing a leather A-line mini skirt. We love it. You look beautiful as usual. Thank you so much. Hi girls, hi lovelies, hey. Now, I feel like I'm literally going to be kind of like the bearer of bad news today. First of all, happy Wednesday. And I hope that your weeks are all going really, really well. You can hear good, yes. How are you? I'm okay, honey. I'm actually not. We're gonna get into it. I'm not okay, girl. We're gonna get into that though. Oh wait, is it ETH Geo? Okay. We're gonna get into it. So one thing you ladies have probably, and well, guys, if there are any guys in here, one thing that you've probably noticed is that my views and everything, just like everything, just seems to have just, ugh, it's just, it's just plummeted. And obviously, I did take that time off. Oh, thank you so much. I do have, yeah, I did take that time off not too long ago, and I was just kind of trying to, well, I was dealing with like some health stuff, and then it just led to like not being on my channel for a bit too long. And when you don't do something for a long time, you kind of get used to it. You become accustomed to that, and you know, it's more difficult to kind of get back into it. Now, oh, hey, Miss La La Land. I have been doing lots of pensive introspection, and I'm just writing something down. And I'm just at a point to where I'm just really, really wondering about my channel at the moment and kind of what I'm going to do with her, basically. Now, I have a list on here of some of you, and I'm going to read this list out in a moment, that have just been so amazing to me for such a long time and so consistently. I'm definitely not saying goodbye to my channel, but I've been on here for 5.5 years now, and naturally, when you do something for a long time, you want it to thrive and you really want to see it grow, and you want to get to a point where it is a business. You know, you want to get to that point. And I think that It's a bit loud, girl. Um, yeah, I use tags and that stuff. Yeah, I do. I use tags, but I mean, I probably don't know what I'm doing with all that stuff anyway. I'm not very tech savvy and everything, but I'm definitely kind of the view that when something is really for you, it's just going to work, it's just going to happen. And like my views now are maybe even less than they were when I was at like, I don't know, like 10,000 or something. So for me, wait. Oh, that's a good hot chocolate. It's my first sip. That's good. So for me, I've always felt like you should be doing beneficial dating, but at the same time, you should be, you know, you should still be working towards something. I don't feel like you should just be sitting around twiddling your thumbs. I feel like in life, we all have callings or things that we're really interested in and things that we love to do, and we should do those things. And for me, it's empowering other women, it's the femininity stuff. I love all of that. The beneficial dating, I love it, and I want that to be a business for me. But I feel like it's just not there, and I just have to kind of take a step back and really think about things. Um, I do think that it's good to always have, income coming in other than just depending on like men who you're dating on, dating on them, but who you are dating. So I think that is a good thing as well. I will read the comments. I just want to get this all out first. So I'm just at a stage now where I feel like I have to be sensible, and I feel like I don't really get down into things like very personal things anymore in this channel. I feel like I was a bit more of an open book previously, and when I noticed my channel kind of just not going in the trajectory I wanted it to, I kind of closed up a bit. But it's time to just be open and honest with everyone. That I do feel like my channel, I feel like it's kind of like a sinking ship right now. And I think that, yes, you should be dating beneficially, and you should be, I feel like any man who you're dating, you deserve to be in their wallet. I feel like you deserve it, and I feel like it should be shared. And you should have that, plus you should have something for yourself. And since this just isn't really doing what I want it to do, I've been doing lots of thoughts and planning and just thinking about plan Bs and different things that I can do to, optimize, to keep me afloat and make sure that I still have my own things as well. So I have even been looking into recently getting back into working in the legal field. If you're a very old subscriber, you'll know that I used to be a legal assistant, so I've been looking into doing that again recently. And by the way, I actually have an interview for it on Friday. But because this online isn't working, and I feel like you should have as many money avenues as possible, I really do. And I think it's good for me to use my brain and understand that I should have something to fall back on, because the YouTube stuff, it just isn't going the way I want it to be going. So I feel like that's an important thing for me to do. Still date beneficially. I will never not do that. Never. Okay? I will never not do that. But I think that it's time for me to focus on other things that, maybe will give me more of this, because the channel isn't, and I should have as many income avenues as possible. I've just had so many plans with my channel, initially I wanted to do the femininity and the dating content and get to a point where I have my own feminine essentials clothing line, like an online boutique. That's something that I've always wanted to do, but I feel like 5.5 years later and I'm still not there because, not to be, not to put anybody down who's in here right now, because you've been lovely to me, but I just haven't got to the point that I thought I could to be able to do that, if that makes sense. So, with all of that said, I okay, I will read all of your things in a minute, but with all of that said, I do feel like it's time for me to just take a minute, maybe a couple of weeks, and just really think about what do I want to do in terms of this channel moving forward. Maybe come up with some new ideas for like videos, or I don't know, but at the same time, the videos I put out are ones that I like doing and ones that I feel like I should be doing. So I'm not sure. I think I need to do some thinking. And I mean, 5.5 years, at some point you have to sometimes think, if you're not, reaching any milestones, you're not reaching any of those goals when you're doing certain things, then maybe it just isn't working and you have to, do something else. So really just want to be open and honest with all of you, and just let you know where my mind is at right now and what I'm thinking. Just, friend to friend, because lots of us have been, knowing each other for many years. Okay? Now, first of all, I have a list that I'm going to read out, and this is a list of a few of you that I know just off of heart by name, that I wanted to give a big shout out to and everything. But I guess before I do that, I'm just going to read a couple of these comments. So, maybe you need better quality. You know what? I do understand that, but at the same time, I feel like I shouldn't even have to do all that. I feel like there are some people who don't even have any kind of quality and they still, can do well. So, I mean, they are HD. I feel like my audio could be better, but I don't feel like it's the end of the world. I would still watch my content. Like, if I was somebody else, I would still watch it. So, but I will take that on board, actually. And I forgot to actually put your name on the list, but yeah. Yeah, it is more niche. It is more niche. Oh, I'm glad that my channel has helped you. I really am. And that's what it's about. I'm never going to come on YouTube and do a trend or do something that I just couldn't, give a damn about. I'm never going to do that. It's always going to be me speaking about things that I think make sense. And the way that people date just doesn't make any sense. Women just waste their lives. They waste so many years on men who just do absolutely nothing apart from scratch their their balls and cheat. You've got to get something else out of relationships, and I'm really of the view that I am proud that I've, done videos about that, and with the femininity based videos, because I know what it's like to not have your look at a certain level and feel bad about yourself. It literally can change your life when you feel more positive about the way you look. etc. So I'm very, very glad of the, like you say, like my content is very niche. I'm very glad about that, and because yeah, hopefully it gets some awareness out, but you know, okay, all right. And Maya's like, okay, I'm not against you getting a job. Yeah, I feel like it's just good because I feel like you should have as many income streams as possible. And if this one is not, working for me, you, you still do it beneficially. But I feel like I need to, just have a backup plan, basically. So I'm just trying to be very sensible and responsible, even though that's boring, but I feel like I need to do that. Um, Still keep on YouTube. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to keep all of my videos up. I'm not going to delete anything, and I will be back. It might even be in a week's time. I just need to sit down and really think about some things. Think about, like, I'm going to take this on board. Maybe I can get a microphone. Like you're saying about the quality, maybe get a microphone and just get it together, get my lighting together, and think, I don't know, but sometimes I really do think if it's not for me, maybe that's why it's just not working. So I'm trying to get all up in your mind. Beyonce's song All Up in Your Mind is just all up in my mind. uh, yeah, I mean, it's sad. It is kind of sad, but I mean, if like somebody sent me a message on like Instagram or something, I'm not going to ignore you. I would still respond and everything. Do more juicy story times, daily routines. Yeah, and I feel like even when I was doing my vlogs, it just wasn't. I think the YouTube maybe just aren't pushing my stuff out. Maybe that's what it could be. I'm not sure. Um, yeah, I had to, Amaya. I just wanted to let everybody know so, you understand why I'm not going to have an upload this evening. There will not be one on Friday, and I want to have come to a conclusion with what I'm going to do. Maybe I will implement these strategies, that you ladies have mentioned. Come back, try a little bit longer, and then just gotta let it go because, yeah, I don't see myself going past, say, like the 6-year mark and having no real, evolution. Just being a bit pragmatic here. I mean, hobbies are really nice and it's great to do something that you're passionate about, but, is it, does it, is it really adding to you, or you've got to get something back from it as well. Otherwise it gets to the point where sometimes I just feel like sad when I'm like, oh gosh, the girls don't even, they're not watching or they don't like it. But it could just be YouTube not putting my stuff out. I do not have a regular job. I have not had a regular job since 2020. But because I've just been putting all of my time into, while you're dating beneficially as well, it gives you the time and, the options to kind of explore the things that you like and to do your hobbies, pursue them and put your all into them. And I've done that for years, just solely focusing on this, and it still hasn't gone where I wanted it to go. So that's why now I'm like, okay, let's get back to the drawing board and just try to figure this out. Was that gulp loud? The mic's right there. Um, ASMR. Your videos have always been so helpful and supportive for me in my journey. Yay! I'm so glad to hear that. I really am. Oh my gosh, Mira, you should also be on my list. Some ladies actually didn't put, even Melissa Barrett as well. But I'll get to the list in a second. Hi Marisol. More clothing, yeah. I do have a list of like video ideas, and all of those things are on them, like story times, blah 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 blah. Um, yeah, but in terms of, you've got you got to think about the number of subscribers, and then the like. I just feel like I'm missing something, or I'm not sure. Maybe it's just not for me, or right now I'm not sure. So just have to go to the drawing board. Um, don't focus on views, just keep posting and God will do the rest. Yeah, well, I'm not, I really appreciate that. I'm not like a God person, but yeah, I do think that I'm going to get an idea or something of what I'm supposed to be doing. But I did feel kind of inspired to do today's video, and just to let you know where my mind is at, and that maybe it's time for me to assess things. So I'm just trying to go with, any kind of hunches I get, like that, like you said. Not like you said, but hunches in terms of being shown what I'm supposed to be doing. Um, mhm. Thanks, girls. Okay. Hi, Ziva. I took some of your glow up tips and noticed a huge change when it comes to how people perceive me. Everyone is friendlier and show me more empathy. However, I feel like an imposter. Help. Because it's new. The more you do it, it's just going to become a part of your soul, and you will not feel like an imposter. Then you'll start to feel like an imposter when you're not doing it, and when you just, have not really put any effort in, then you'll feel like an imposter. But you have to keep going, and then it will just be like second nature. And you'll only feel uncomfortable when you're not doing it. Which is what it was like for me. Oh, I forgot to tell him oat milk. This has got cow's milk in it. I'm practically lactose intolerant. Oh. All right. Yeah. Yeah. Just a little bit disheartened. Just a tiny bit. I just feel like maybe it's just not for me right now, And I want to make sure that I just get on the track I'm supposed to. So just trying to use my brain and be responsible and sensible. Hi, girl. Oh, baby queen. The main focus of my channel, I would say, it's beneficial dating and femininity, but also self-improvement. I would say that they're the main like themes of my channel. Oh, I'm glad that my videos are helpful. Your parents want you to contribute to the bills. Well, for me, I mean, when I had my first job at 16, I was contributing then. So yeah, I mean, if you've got away with it for a while, then I guess you're kind of lucky if like you got to put some aside and things, but I think the economy's, it's changed for lots of people, and so that's understandable that they're asking you. You like my story times? I'm happy to see you live and send my gratitude to you sharing your experience. I've seen you grow over the years. Oh, thank you so much, Slay Bell. Would you ever consider hosting coaching sessions? I would love to join if this is ever something you consider. Amna, yeah, I feel like right now I would say no. Right now I would say no. There's just, I guess, a certain like I, like idea I guess I had in my mind of how I wanted this channel to go, numbers wise, and then in terms of other things that I would expand and do, and yeah, I just don't feel like that's for me right now. But ladies, I don't want this to seem like a pity party. I am in no way, shape or form complaining about, my channel. I'm just trying to be responsible and think, you know what, this isn't going the way I want it to, or the way that I kind of had hoped for and planned. So I'm going to, go to plan B. So it's just about trying to stay optimistic and just literally just having a positive outlook that, there are so many other opportunities and things that I can do in the meantime while I'm figuring it out, and still date beneficially. Hey Sonia Dominique. But yeah, that is something that I would like to do, like maybe another time or down the line. You helped me upgrade my femininity to the second power. It does take some time to evolve into oneself. Keep your YouTube and just add more interest. Multiple income streams is a must. That's why it's like it just is. Do you want to marry a citizen of somewhere that I've never even heard of? So no. I'm having trouble when I go out by myself. I don't know where to look. It's very awkward for me. What advice would you give me? Girl, I'm out by myself right now, honey. And look what I'm doing. I'm trying to get all up in your mind. That means it doesn't matter. The people around do not matter. They don't matter. So, I would say I would say you just have to feel the fear and do it regardless. Just feel uncomfortable and then remember that your comfort is only in your mind. Your discomfort, is only in your mind. Nobody else knows that you feel uncomfortable. So you can pretend to not. That's one thing I've realized, like when you think something about yourself, you feel like everybody else thinks it. When you feel like, oh my gosh, my hair isn't working today, you feel like, oh, that person's looking at me, it's because my hair isn't working today. When really, they could be thinking that your hair does look good today, or just daydreaming but looking at you. Or like, we always feel like our insecurities are kind of being reflected outwards, but they don't know. So you can just pretend like you do feel fine. You have to fake it till you make it. You have to feel the fear and still go out by yourself regardless and push yourself, because what happens if you have no friends, or if your friends move away one day, or you still have to know how to function by yourself. So I think you just have to push yourself. Just do things like this, like casual. I'm just at a little cafe place. Do that by yourself. Go clothing shopping by yourself. Just small things. Try to be present, not have your music playing, just be in the moment and just push yourself. Just push yourself, girl. Also, there are some places that they're just so friendly, and when you go in, you'll know instantly that, okay, I'll feel comfortable just sitting in here at the bar, you know. Try to do during the day, first of all, that will make you feel more comfortable. Go to places in your city where there are tourists. They're not watching you. They're looking at, you know, like if they're in London, they're looking too busy looking at Big Ben or the London Eye. So you've got to think that that will help you to be around lots of people, and it will just throw you into the deep end as well. But lots of people who are not interested in you and just really interested in sightseeing, for the most part. I had the weirdest. So, literally last week, I was in a cafe. It was pouring with rain. I went in there. This is like the story of my life recently, and I went in, and I just had like a wrap sandwich and a hot chocolate. No, I had an iced matcha, and this guy came and sat down next to me. Next thing I know, he is telling me that he's from Greece. He's here on holiday. His son lives in Notting Hill, I think, and basically asking me if I'd like to go to Greece one day to go and visit him. These people are weird. They are weird. That was in literally the span of about 2 minutes. This is him, and I just went like this. No, sir, don't want to go to Greece with you. No, thank you. Especially, actually, I'll keep that to myself. Oh, girl. Sorry. Just came out of that for a sec. Okay, so yeah, that's the advice I would give to you, is just, you know, do that. Some male tourists are interested in you, but for the most part, most tourists, just in general, are just sightseeing, and that's a good way to, you know, throw yourself in at the deep end. Since you've been back, you've posted a lot of videos about, about feminine dressing, which is fine, but I think talking more about standards, boundaries, strategies is the most beneficial. Yeah. Okay. I'll take a screenshot of that, and I will bear that in mind. Thank you very much, baby queen. Oh yes, I love this shelter. Oh my gosh, I love it. They even give you lovely hot chocolate, decadent chairs. Oh, you can't see the chairs. Flores. Florida, USA watching, a fan, proud of you. Sonia Dominique, thank you. I know that you usually you put the yellow heart, so it's nice to kind of like hear you as well. Hi Ziva, Christy. Hey girl. Hi A. Paris, Ilana. Um, I mean, Cafe Concerto. So, I do want to give a list. Okay, I do want to give a list of, or to read out my list, sorry, of a few people who have just been so sweet to me, and I think it's just nice to kind of give a shout out. Now, these are the some of the ladies who literally comment on everything, watch pretty much all of my videos, if not all of them. And it's not everybody, but it's just the people who I could, remember like the name off by heart and things. So I'm just going to read this out, and I want to say a big thank you to these women, but also just to everybody in general. So, huge thank you to XPNN, I'm Heba, Maricel, Miss Pink and Black, Tia Lynn, 1111, Trackstar Sam, Cassie Frey, Favor, well, it was Favor X, but Favor, Melissa Robles, I think it is Robles, right? Ilana, Make 'Em Fall in Love, A. Francesca, Maria S., Sarah, who I accidentally blocked, and Sarah, if you're watching this, I know you can't comment, but I did send you a DM to try to get you to send me something so I can try to unblock you with like the YouTube manager thing, but you haven't read it or got back to me yet. So Sarah, please do that if you see this. Gloria Joelle, Kate Chipata, Shauna Walters, Candice 446, Araya, Jennifer Lewis, it's Beach something, I'm not sure, Miss La La Land. So that's just a few of you who who I really appreciate. Obviously A as well, I did see you in here. Who just watching my stuff, really just so good to me. And it's not just limited to these ladies, I just want to make that clear, but I think it's nice to just show appreciation to those of you who are just so nice to me. I love you. Oh my gosh, that icon is cute. You are beautiful. Thank you so much, Blue Butterfly. Blue, blue Butterfly. Gosh, I can't speak. You beautiful. Hi, player. Right. Oh, Maria, are you Portuguese or Brazilian? So, I think that's pretty much what I wanted to say, but I'm happy to just like chill on here and chat for a little bit longer. Happy to do that. Oh, somebody just asked about any other story. Okay, so it's do you have any story times besides that Greek guy? Would love to hear about your experience with going out. Now, I have, I guess, a little story time from a date that I went on. Now, this is why it's very important for you. Remember one of my live streams, and I spoke about the fact that men seem to do things in threes, and when it gets to date number 3 or around that point, they start planning and trying to convince you that they want to cook for you, or they feel like that is the appropriate amount of time put in to get you over there on your back. call a spade a spade. Okay. Now, I don't do all that. Yeah, I don't do all that. And also, so I will get into that, but lots of you ladies also speak about really not being attracted to the men who you're dating. I can finally relate, but it still didn't stop me. Now, because you have to kind of understand, I just naturally love a bit of salt and pepper. I love a bit of silver fox. I love a bit of gold. I love a bit of, ancient Egyptian sitting opposite me at the table. I love a bit of that. But anyway, so this guy I met at that event thing that I went to. So it was like a matchmaking kind of. It wasn't a match. Someone's got their child acting up. Now, it was like it was an event. It was an event. It was like a dinner dance thing that was created and put together by by matchmakers. I understand if you unsubscribe, but the fact that I can't even get my words out right now. So, went to this event, and everybody's very friendly, but I felt like none of the guys really seemed like they were kind of on the level that I needed them to be on. So I was just kind of over it, but at the same time, the guys were very funny, and you could just have a laugh. So if anything, it was just a nice time, and the meals were nice, the courses. I was just enjoying my time just all round. So much fun. So we got to, so basically it's kind of like an elite or like really swanky kind of speed dating in a sense, because every course the men change tables. So the last dessert course, a different group of men came onto my table. Now, this group, there was one who seemed a bit more up my alley, and he was actually sitting directly opposite me, and he had a few different women interested in speaking to him because he's a solicitor. One of the women working there was also a solicitor, and the other woman sitting next to him was just a desperado. So in terms of having desperado, so desperate to speak to him and doing anything to get this man's attention, and then Miss Solicitor trying to impress him with all of her accolades. He was looking over at me, who was not leading with, oh, I'm a solicitor. Oh my gosh, I do litigation. Oh my gosh, let's talk about work when I know you're out trying to have a nice night out, but let's just talk about work so I can show off to you. That's what she was basically doing. And he even said to her, just stop. Which I thought was very funny. And he was trying to ask me, he was saying, oh, what about you? Let's get to know you a bit. And I said, oh, okay, well, just excuse me. And I just got up and I went to the toilet. Very rude of me, but I feel like I could just do that. And it's good to kind of keep people interested and let him see that, yes, these two ladies are fighting over you, but she's not doing that. When you start speaking to her, she leaves and makes you wait. So he waited, I came back, and then he was still trying to have a conversation. So I was speaking back with him. Then I'm getting tapped on my shoulder left, right and centre from these men wanting to do dances. So one of them, he was actually so funny, so I just I stopped the conversation and I just went and I did that dance, whatever. And I came back and we were talking, he waited for me. So I found out that he seems to be doing like well in business. He doesn't even, he only works one day now as a consultant, and he used to have his own practice and blah blah blah. Anyway, he spends most of his time like doing golf and stuff like that. So I thought he seemed like an ideal candidate. I didn't know how old he was, and the lights were very dim. It was dark in there, so I thought 61, 61 maybe. Okay, maybe it's 61. Now I've dated like 63 before. That's the maximum I personally have done until recently. Now we just whatever. Anyway, I ended up leaving like Cinderella, and I literally left at 12 o'clock and they were still partying, and I just wanted to get out there, so I did. And then he already took my number. Long story short, we arranged to meet. Now on our first date, he took me to Home House. Now, if you're not from London, then you probably won't know what that is, but it's basically a private members in like one of the affluent kind of like areas in London. So that's where we went, and we had so much fun. So basically, Home House, it's an old is it a listed building, or is it just like Victorian or Georgian? Which one is it? Someone help me. I don't know my stuff. But we went there. It's essentially like two homes, two like townhouses put together. And we first had a drink in the lounge, then we had dinner upstairs, then we went to one of the bars upstairs, then we went to like the clubby part in there as well, then we went back to one of the bars, and we just had the best time. It was so much fun. And I drank a lot. A lot. I think that the last straw for me was the espresso martini. And ladies, when I got home, I actually vomited twice. I know. But it didn't hit me how many drinks I had or how badly I felt until I was in the car going home, and I felt terrible. So oh my gosh, it was really bad. Now we met up again, and what did we do the second time? What did we do? Well, I know we went to eat. Oh yeah, we went to eat. That was fine, and whatever. Now the last time I saw him was on Saturday. So on Saturday we went to the theatre. We also went for a drink, and then we went for dinner. Now that's the third time I'm seeing him, so I was already thinking, okay, it's time to tell him that I need help with something or whatever, and see what's really going on. But I actually wasn't even going to say, do all of that. I was just going to straight out just say, look, this is kind of what I need right now, because with some people you feel like you can just straight up just ask, and with others you kind of need to play it a bit differently. So you just have to weigh up the situation, which clearly I weighed up incorrectly. Now so we're having dinner. We just watched Hamilton. This is my third time watching Hamilton, and he got the tickets because I was raving about it. So we went to see that again. So much fun. Obviously I loved it again. We both loved it. And drinks, that was fine. That was fun, and dinner was nice as well. Right, so we're like halfway through eating our mains, and he was basically saying to me, because the other day he asked me, oh, what are you up to? And I mentioned that, I just went for dinner at Rocker. Now, Rocker it's kind of like a premium kind of restaurant in London. And so he said, oh, who did you go to Rocker with? Because, it is kind of expensive. And it's not like the most expensive, but, it is kind of like premium. And I said, well, why? And he said, oh, there's a date then. I said, well, we're not exclusive or anything, are we? I mean, you're, doing whatever. I mean, we haven't had that kind of conversation or anything. And so now, first of all, he had been saying things previously, the time before, about wanting to cook for me and show me his cooking skills. So let me just put that in. He had already been doing that. Okay. So I didn't read the room. I didn't read the room properly. Now, this time he brings that up. Okay, so we're having that conversation. And I basically, long story short, he said that, that he wants us to be exclusive then, and he doesn't want me to date anybody else. He's happy to just see me and me to just see him. I said, well, if we are basically going to be exclusive, I'm just rounding this up, but if we are going to be exclusive, then basically I need some exclusive money, and that's how we have to kind of do it. Obviously, I didn't say it in those words. And he was saying that, okay, basically that it sounds okay, and all of that. But I could see that he was still being a bit hesitant. I could see that. So I said, you know what, let's stop this conversation, because, I don't think you're serious. I don't think you're serious about it. And he said, no, blah, blah, blah. I was literally grabbing my bag and I was standing up, and he said, no, stay, whatever. We had, then we finished our meal and everything, and I could already tell he wanted something for something. Now, I don't do that. So he was basically saying, well, if we're going to be exclusive, we should be kind of going all the way. And I know that lots of you ladies have these experiences as well. Now, I don't always have these experiences, but now I had it this time, and I feel like it's nice to actually share it. So he was basically saying that and insinuating, maybe you should come over, and, I can finally cook you that, whatever it was, like truffle pasta or something stupid. And I thought, okay, we're going to see what happens and if he's going to really put his money where his mouth is. But I could kind of see that he just wasn't really being serious, and he was kind of playing with me a bit, because he felt like he wanted me to do something first before he does something for me. Now, one thing with men-in-law is they're just not as stupid as lots of other men. And there is one who I'm seeing now who is very different, and I'm sure he knows what's going on, but he still, does whatever for me. But this one they're just on another level, because they're constantly dealing with people who are like, trying to pull a fast one all the time. So have I heard from this man since Saturday? Have I heard from him since Saturday? So he kind of eliminated himself, because he didn't want to pay the money, or he didn't have it, or he felt like he wasn't going to get his end of the bargain, and he's already clued up on everything because he's in law. I don't know why I even kind of like went there with the guy in law, because they just know the situation. They just understand it from the get-go. So sometimes I get messages or comments from you ladies saying similar things. And I just think it's nice to kind of share some of those stories as well, you know, some of the stories that when things go awry or when they don't go the way that you want them to. Okay, but I would say we didn't actually speak about age. Age came up once, but he didn't actually tell me how old he was. He was just basically saying, I think we have a huge age gap. And I said, okay, well, what kind of, you know, kind of age gap? I mean, it's not a big deal. And he was just like, oh, it's just a really, really big one. And by the way he looked, the way he walked was very doddery as well. I think he must have been at least 67. Maybe, yeah, actually, I think he must have been at least 67. And also, I just fell off. Wait, what is it? I didn't keep my eye on the ball. Yeah. And we got speaking about his ex-wife on the third date. Now, this is imperative because his ex-wife worked their entire marriage. She worked. So he obviously wasn't even generous with her. So I don't even know if she was able to even raise her child, you know. She had a child with him. If he sent this pregnant lady out to the office. So that's a big deal, you know. That kind of man just is just disgusting. So yeah. Didn't do my research properly. Should have got to the bottom of certain things a lot earlier on, especially when we were both drinking so much at home house, but hey hey. This is literally cold. Anyway, that was my little story time. Yeah, Hamilton is amazing. I have the album on my phone. It makes me tear up every time I see it. So empowering. Just amazing. Just amazing. Especially the song Shot. It just makes me feel like, what are all of the things that I could be doing with my life? Think of like the things that, you know, Hamilton did and what he achieved. It just makes you feel like, what could I be doing? What else can I do? How else can I help people? What else can I do? I even wanted to volunteer at like some charity events. So I've been looking into that. I want to do Age UK and, you know, spend some time with an elderly person on Christmas and things. So I'm trying to look into different ways that I can just help people and just it's not all about you all the time, you know. So yeah, I feel so connected to that show. So I'm not surprised that you love it, Christy. Oh my gosh, it's literally 5 o'clock. I wanted to go to there's a perfume shop in here. I wonder if it will still be open. Yeah, I want to go there before it closes. I don't know. I just googled it and it's a nice part of London. It is. Yeah, home house is just. It was so much fun. So much fun. How do you get into dating events with older people? I'm 26 and I look young. There's usually an age range. So this one is 30 and up. So you wouldn't even get into that, babe. This one's 30 plus. Well, apparently it's like 45 plus. But when I was joining, the lady said, no, you know, we can take people from 30. So I was the youngest person there. So there were lots of men there, but he was like the most established one. But I mean, I think there are lots of older men who they see dating a younger woman as kind of like a briefcase or like a nice tie. You know, it's that kind of vibe where it's just show it off, show them off, um, but you don't want to do anything for that tie. You don't want to dry clean it. You just throw it in the washing machine. So I feel like, am I explaining myself properly? So I feel like that's what some older men are like, because they, it's kind of all about appearances for them, being able to do something that they haven't been able to do for like a million thousand years, because they're zombies practically. So, you know, like mummies, like that kind of age. So I feel like sometimes they're just, the older you go can be even worse. But I still, for me, I feel like the age range, I'm kind of going off on a tangent here, but I feel like that the best kind of age range is around mid 50s. I feel like that's the best kind of age range. Or like 50s. Yes, yeah, it was so much fun. Like, I've never been to home house before, so it was really, really cool. Yeah, no, I just told him that I work as a temp, like temp receptionist. That's what I said. Hi Ziva, hi. Honestly, the London men are different this year. I blame the economy. Yeah, but not all of them. I mean, like I said, I've still got, you know, there are other people. There's still other people. But there are always going to be those, some of them who just feel like they should still be able to get something for absolutely nothing. Yeah, so sometimes I feel like it is even easier when they're not actually in the country with you, because then there's no pressure for anything to even happen. They know that that's not even a possibility, and they just want to keep you happy, you know, while they're away, so that they can potentially, hopefully, possibly one day perhaps get something when they do come back to the country. So sometimes that is the best way. It is sometimes. Um, anyway, right. Don't be too hard on yourself. Oh no, not at all. I just think it's nice to kind of share those kind of stories as well. I was literally more than 30 years younger than him. Let's just put it that way. And you know, when like you're walking, he always wants to hold my hand. You know, he want to touch your back, and they're just being overly. It's just like, oh, he was really getting to me at some points. Um, but at the same time, we could have such a laugh, because he's so sarcastic. It was so funny. Yeah, yeah. He was really fun, but he just clearly thinks that he's a lot younger than he is, and it's just like, no, you have to pay. Oh, well, I don't even know if there's any point of even saying this, but he was also mentioning about like me living with him and doing all of that stuff. No, no, very silly. Like, he thinks I must be born yesterday. Um, I'm not loving the lighting in here. All right. Eliza, I'm going to a singles night. The reason why I love that name is because if you've seen Hamilton, then you understand it. So, Eliza said, I'm going to a singles night in a few weeks. What tips do you have? Look nice. Look beautiful, darling, and ooze confidence. And, yeah, that men are so shallow. That's all that matters. All they care about is, does she look confident? Does she look good? That's all they care about right now. So that's, oops, what am I doing? That's all you have to do. That's all that matters. So just work on what you're going to wear. Yeah. All right. All right. Blair said he sounds delusional and skeptical at the same time. Yeah, skeptical because did I say he was a solicitor? Yeah, I did say that. Yeah. So I think that is why he's very skeptical, because he is in law and he just has heard it and seen it all before. Especially those old timers, they really have heard it and seen it all before. Yeah, you should volunteer. It'd be nice. Okay. All right. Hey, Melanie. Aww. Somebody said, so basically, y'all got no morals and just selling that kitty and trying to finesse simps out they hard-earned money. God bless y'all. Respect for being open and honest about it, though. That's literally how you sound. Yeah, that's like my nightmare. That's like my nightmare. That person right there. It's like my nightmare. That's the kind of guy you see. You think that he's making eye contact with you, and you're like, that's like that kind of guy. Anyway, I don't know where any like, you, ladies. Do you see what I mean about men? They hear things. You can be speaking about money. You can be speaking about home house. You can be speaking about shoes, boots, nail varnish, and all they hear is like sexual slurs or sexual things. That's all they hear. When did we speak about the kitty? When did we even say her? When did we refer to her? That's what they think about. Because it just shows what's on their mind non-stop. So, yeah. We understand that, you're having some kind of drought right now, and you deserve to have drought. Yes. Oh, A said I should carry on YouTube. Yeah, I love it so much. I love it so much. I really do. But also, I just feel like I'm at that point where, okay, it's not really growing the way I want it to. So I'm just thinking of, just trying to be responsible. I'm trying to be mature, and just think about, safety nets. I feel like that's the best way to do it. So, but I agree with you about not wanting to let my channel go, but I won't do that just yet. I'm still going to keep my channel up, but I just need like a week to just think about things, think about another trajectory in terms of like my videos. Lots of you have given me tips and ideas today. Thank you for that, and I will implement the ones that I feel like I need to implement, and see what happens. I think I'll have a certain point that I'll give it to, like maybe I don't know. I've almost done 6 years on here. I might even say, look, I'm just going to give it to the sixth year mark. Once we get to her, if I'm not where I want to be on this channel, then we'll see what happens. But for now, I will keep my channel. But I really need to think about things. Yeah. So all right, let's read a little bit more. It's It's okay though. I understand. I hope gon' be. Oh, I hope gon' be a hope. A simp gon' be a simp. Make your money, boo boo. You sound like somebody on that drag race. Make your money, boo boo. Like, come on. Christy said, "You are right to put your past first." Right. Right. Oh yes, yeah. Golf single events would be very nice, honey. Like, I actually love it. Right back at you, ma'am. Wouldn't dare touch you or look your way. I got integrity. Girl, if you don't sit down somewhere and be quiet. All right. Right. She said, got so much integrity, they have to come to your live to make an illogical point. Oh my god, I could literally just read the comments and just, oh my gosh. Oh, that is funny. That is funny. Oh, I love it. You're so humorous. Did I read this one? Ashley Burton. Thank you for sharing your experiences. It's so helpful to hear from others. You're welcome. And yes, I agree. It is helpful to hear from others, and it's just like fun, light-hearted, and something nice to do. What's that? I've been on here for 72 minutes. Okay, so just over an hour. All right. She said, I'm going to pray for you as I'm feeling generous today. Well, I'm not. Whatever helps you sleep at night. My chamomile tea. Okay. My chamomile tea, darling. But no, I mean, it's no shade to that guy. I mean, actually, no, it is. It's a lot of shade because how do you think you got here? What do you think your mummy was doing? Okay, what do you think your mummy was doing? Do you think that she's the Virgin Mary? No. So get a life. You got to grow up at some point, and just realize that whatever. You don't have to talk about it every 5 minutes. Okay, how do you feel about responding to subscriber stories on your videos sometimes? Oh my gosh, that would actually be so much fun. I would actually love that. I would love that. I'm going to take a screenshot of that. Sleigh bells ring, are you listening? You're so pretty. Thank you. Vanilla, you came at the right time, girl. Web One says, what is the standard monthly allowance at the moment for London? My sugar baby wants her allowance increased from 3k to 4k. That's literally like a news reporter. Well, if that's what she wants, then just do it. I know Web One is trolling me anyway. Web One's been trolling for ages, but he's a nice troll. He's a soft troll. Oh, girl. Your voice. Some men just like to publicize their downwards. Oh, you guys are crazy. Mate, yes, I'm 32. Okay, I'm 32. Oh my god, your makeup looks so good. Thank you. I just do the same thing every single day. Oh yeah, that's another thing I want to do. I want to get some lip liners today, so I can do. Oh, my gloss is coming off. I want to get some lip liners today. I'm just going to reapply my gloss, so I can have some different like lip looks. I'm starting to get bored of the ones that I'm currently doing. Well, not this one. This one's like a new combination. But yeah, I want to do some different eye looks as well. I always do pink because it's just so easy and whatever. I feel like it just goes with my skin tone nicely. But I gotta switch it up. I need to do something different, you know? Anyway, if anybody cares about this, this is a Morphe Drip Gloss lip gloss in Shatterproof Mauve. If you can't be bothered to do like lipstick combinations, then like a coloured gloss is just really helpful. You just do your liner and then you just smack that over it. It's a quick way to do a combo. Thank you. You like this wig? I do think she might be it's very long, and I'm just it's long. And I've even cut it down a bit as well. Vanilla said, do you have any tips to get skinny? Because everyone calls me names like fat or piggy. It hurts me a lot. So I'm looking for tips to get skinny. First of all, what do you say back to them? What do you say back to that person when they say that? It must have something about them that's like horrible, and I would point that out and say, yeah, but you have that and that looks disgusting. And they'll be so shocked. They wouldn't even expect you to say that. And you know the good thing about weight is you can get rid of it. You can put it up, it can go up and it can go down without surgery. But if somebody's nose is over there or it's pointing over there, they have to have surgery to rectify that. So they must have something about them that's maybe not weight related, but bone related. Excuse me. So you can bring up and say, that's what I would do anyway. But excuse me, but tips for that, well, I'll be completely honest, I've never been like what I would consider, I've never been overweight, but when I have lost weight, even from like, you know, whatever, it's about watching the kind of calories, in the sense that you can have a huge bowl of salad and have some maybe like grilled chicken or something on the side. I think that protein and salad is going to be your best friend. Salad can really, really fill you up as well. So that's what I would be doing. But you have to make sure you're not starving yourself and your body still gets what it needs. Also, like when you have like a craving for like sweet things, for me, this is my life. But try to substitute that, like instead of having like chocolate or ice cream, try to have natural sugars like that's in fruit. Stay away from any drink that is not just water or herbal tea without sugar. And yeah, that's what I would say. I mean, of course, you can do like exercise things, but the bulk of losing weight is all about your diet. It's not so much about, exercise and things. It's more so about what you're eating. And also, you don't want to do too much too quickly and lose too much weight too quickly, because then you don't want to have, too much loose skin. So yeah, if I were you, I would actually want to have like a consultation with somebody, like a dietitian or someone, and ask them the best way to lose weight to avoid like too much loose skin and blah blah blah. I would want to have a conversation with someone about that. But definitely make sure you're having your protein, drinking lots of water, and filling yourself up on that. Don't, make sure you are getting the protein as well, and salads. No dressing, no dressing, just salad. And if you feel like it's dry, add tomatoes or cherry tomatoes or whatever. Happy birthday, Maddie! I hope you're having a lovely day today. Would I recommend that matchmaking dinner where I met that solicitor? Because I would recommend that you do events because it's just fun, and also you don't know who you're going to meet, so why not? I feel like just do it all. Just do it all, because why not? Why not? Why not? Just do it all. I think it's good to, well, I'm currently not on online dating. I haven't done that for a while, but I think that it's good to dip your toe into lots of different things, including, even online, or if you meet people in person, because if they're going to be weird or if they're not going to come through, that could be somebody who you meet organically as well, or online. So the same men who are online dating are also out in the real world as well. So you could still meet them, if that makes sense. I hope it's making sense, but I would just say that just do it all. If you want to do singles events, do it because it's fun. Especially if you go to one that's a bit more premium. I mean, for those ones, I paid a premium price. I paid a premium price to go to those. Get your feminine tax. Subscribe. Thank you. Thank you. You're like an online friend or sister who gives girl and hottie advice. Good, vanilla. Yeah, that's true. If you do end up losing weight, people might be horrible and bitchy about that as well. You've got to think about it, right? If you are overweight and people are jealous of you, even when you are overweight, that they have to say something like that. Maybe you've got one of, there are some women, they might be bigger, but they are absolutely gorgeous and it's in their face. Imagine if that kind of woman loses weight. They're going to have a big piece of competition on their hands. They don't want that. So they probably just want to put you down even more. And also they're just pathetic. So what else is a pathetic person going to do other than be pathetic? Just put them down as well. What are you doing? I don't know. I don't know what that means. And also, you gave me a pink poopy. So, I'm not into that. Ooh. Okay, wait. Collagen powder. Yeah, but you have to be careful with how old you are when you're using collagen because um, I tried it and it wasn't good for me, and I had a very bad reaction to that actually. When I spoke to the doctor about like new things I've been taking and I said collagen, they told me that you shouldn't be doing it. It's for certain ages, so make sure you're not too young using it. Like if your body still produces it, you don't need to take collagen. Maybe something topical, like a mask, but not something, you know. Um. All right. So, all right, ladies. I think I'm going to love you and leave you now. Um. Some of the ladies that I read out on my list are not even in here, and some of them that should have been on the list I didn't even put on there. So I'm sorry, but yeah, big thank you to everybody who's in this live and who has just literally watched all of my videos, comments and everything. Just is like my baby girl for life. Thank you, and this has given me such like an up, not an up. Wait, oh, wait, I'm trying to look for the right word. A boost. It's given me such a boost coming on here and talking to you guys because, yeah, I was really feeling like iffy about, okay, let me just get off of here and, but now I do feel a bit more positive about it. I'm definitely still going to, like I said, I have an interview on Friday. I don't know how I'm going to do an interview. It's been a long time since I've had like a job or done anything like that. So I think it's good for me to kind of keep my foot in the door, even just to have something up to date on my CV. So, it's just good to be prepared, and you know, I just have to be sensible, and that's what I'm trying to do. So yeah, trying to have my fingers in multiple pies. Yes. So if any of you are in Liverpool Street, I might be working with you soon. in Liverpool Street. Anyway, can you tell us a joke? No. Okay, I will tell you a joke. It is a joke when men think that they can date women who are clearly out of their league, and they think that the only thing they have to do to keep her happy is take her out to dinner. Catch it. Catch that joke, because that is a joke. All right. Yeah, this is staying up unless I press something incorrectly afterwards. This is staying up. But thank you so much for everybody who joined. I'm going to quickly pay for this, and then trying to go to that perfume counter because I need to get that perfume. I literally did the last sprays of it today, and it's my favorite perfume, or one of my favorites. Okay, so I will see you, lovely ladies, in about a week's time. Okay, and I will be back, hopefully better than ever, and share the videos. If you think it'll be useful for people, just share it. Thumbs up. It helps even subscribers to see when you guys actually thumbs up, when you ladies do that. yeah. So I will see you about a week's time. Maybe sooner. We'll see. But you'll see me at some point. Okay. Bye.